Let's go ahead and review how to multiply and divide fractions, okay? If you have something like, you don't have to write this down, just watch me, 2/3 times 6 sevenths. All you do is you multiply straight across. And then you reduce. 3 is a common factor here. If you reduce, you get 4/7. But you should have learned something to factor out a GCF before you multiply straight across. And as long as you have a numerator and denominator, they could be on top of each other or diagonal from each other if they have a common factor. 6 and 3 have a common factor 3, so 6 divided by 3 is 2, 3 divided by 3 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 1 times 7 is 7. We're going to use that same concept when we multiply these rational expressions. So, step 1, we want to factor all numerators and denominators completely. Can x plus 2 be factored? No. So I'm just going to bring it down. Can you factor something out of 3x and 12? Yes. What can you factor out of there? A 3. So we're going to take out a 3 from there. And if we divide this by 3 and that by 3, we're left with x plus 4. Times, we got x plus 4. And x squared minus 4 is the difference of two perfect squares. So that's x plus 2, x minus 2. So after we factor everything in the numerator and denominator, now we can start canceling it out just like we did when we simplified. Yes? I'm sorry? Right. Well, that's what I have right here. Okay. So now we want to find something in a numerator and denominator that we could cancel out. And we could go diagonally. So we can cancel out x plus 4, x plus 4. We can also cancel out an x plus 2 and x plus 2. Now we have to have a number on the top, which is going to be 1. And then whatever's left over, you multiply. So 3 and then times x minus 2. Now, you don't have to distribute. My preference is you leave it in factored form. Okay? And so you're done. So let's go to the next one. Let's go ahead and factor 10x minus 40. So what's your GCF of 10 and 40? 10. So we're going to take out a 10 and we're left with x minus 4. And then in the denominator, we're going to factor it. Four and 2 gives us 8. When we add, give us 6. And now I'm going to go to the other fraction. The numerator cannot be factored, so I just bring it over. And 5 and 15 have a common factor of 5, so I'm going to factor out a 5 of both of those. And then I get 5 times the quantity of x plus 3. And so now I go through and I cancel. So I cancel out the x minus 4. I can cancel out an x plus 3. And then now we multiply the numerators. All I have left on the top is a 10. So I'm going to bring that down. And what I have left in the bottom is x minus 2. And then I have 5. Can I simplify this any further? Yes, the 10 and the 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. So my final answer is 2 over x minus 2. All right, so now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to divide here. So let's review how you divide fractions. So if I had 1/4 divide by 3/5, what you do is you copy the first one down, you change division to multiplication, and then you flip it. And then you cross factor or multiply straight across. So that's what you do when you divide fractions. We use the same rule to do rational expressions. So we're going to go ahead and bring the first one down. we're going to change division to multiplication, and then we're going to flip the second one. And now we just follow the multiplication rules, okay? The only thing we can factor is the 3x minus 12. So we have x plus 2 over x minus 4 times, I can factor out a 3, and I get x minus 4. And now I can cancel the x minus 4's, and I'm left with 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. So in this rule here, it says change division to multiplication. You may want to add here after that, then flip the second fraction, and then follow multiplication rules. Somehow that got left off. All right, the next one here, again, it's division. Now, we can choose to factor everything first and then flip it. So let's do that. X squared minus 4 is a difference of two perfect squares. So it's x plus 2, x minus 2. X squared minus 9 is x plus 3, x minus 3. Now, this top factors to be x minus 3, x minus 3. Yes, it will. And this one factors to be x minus 4 and x minus 2. So now we change it to multiplication and we flip it. So this in the bottom will go to the top, and this at the top will go to the bottom. Oh, you know what? You're right. And this was a mistake. This was supposed to be a plus. So if you can change that. All right. Can we cancel anything? Can we? What can you cancel, Laura? I'm sorry? Okay, x plus 3. But we don't have an x plus 3 at the top. Now we have 3x minus 3's, but they're all at the bottom, so we can't cancel them out. There is nothing we can cancel out here. So what we do is we rewrite it as x plus 2. We got 2x minus 2, so I write it at x minus 2 squared and x minus 4 all over x plus 3, and we have 3x minus 3's. And we're done. And sometimes when we factor it, there's nothing we can do to simplify it. But we still have to multiply them.